Yo, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Jax here, and today we'll be making a video. And I haven't made a video in a long time, but I've been, like I said in my last video, I've been very busy with school, been very busy with work, and so I'm finally getting to make a video. And today's video is going to be about the Orlando Apollos, as you can see by the title, and when they versed the Atlanta Legends this past Saturday. Before I say this, before I start out this video, I'd just like to say thank you to UCF for making me keep wanting to, dream big about making it on YouTube, making me want to talk about the Jaguars, and just keep being a Jaguar fan. He's a true GOAT. Actually, you know what? Let me let you in on a little secret there. He's actually the BOAT. Yeah, you heard me say it. I'm sorry. Blake Bortles can't be the BOAT no more. He can't be the BOAT no more. UCF Jaguar is the BOAT. I know. I'm not giving credit to myself, but it's okay, because he's still the BOAT. But, alright, let's get into this video. So, I'm going to be pretty much talking about the Orlando Apollos stats, because Atlanta Legends had nothing going on in that game at all. And, I was really waiting for this game because I was, kind of bummed out. Jaguars had their off season. Wow, hey, Jaguars bad again, cool. So I was like, okay, so here's the Super Bowl. Patriots in the Super Bowl again versus the Rams, and we all know Patriots are gonna win the Super Bowl. So it's been kind of without football for a couple weeks because the playoffs was fun, but the Super Bowl wasn't. So when the AAF was coming, and it started this past Saturday when the Orlando Apollos took on the Atlanta Legends, and also the San Diego Fleet took on the San Antonio Commanders. That Saturday was an amazing Saturday that a lot of football fans actually appreciated it. So on the Orlando Apollos game versus the Atlanta Legends, it was a blowout. It legit was a blowout, 40-6. And if you don't know, the head coach was Steve Spurrier. He was the coach for the Florida Gators, I believe. I don't know that much about him, but I know for sure he was the Florida Gators head coach for a little bit. I'll talk about Garrett Gilbert, our starting QB. Garrett Gilbert, 15 of 25 for 227 yards. I mean, that's pretty good, 2 touchdowns. What is it? No interceptions at all. Also, reception touchdown. Yeah, Garrett Gilbert, our quarterback, starting day of the AAF. This guy, not this guy, the team already threw the Philly special, or we like to call it now because we are taking it over, the Orlando special. Hiked the ball, gave it off to the running back ran around, gave the ball to the wide receiver threw it to Garrett Gilbert, and boom, touchdown. That was at the end of the first half, I believe. So we had 2 touchdowns, 1 touchdown reception, no interceptions, 227 yards, 15 of 25. If you guys didn't know, he was also the former Carolina Panthers under Cam Newton, and he only had 40 yards in his whole career there, which is, that's what happens when you're the starting quarterback of the Carolina Panthers is, Cam Newton, Superman. And our running back, Akeem Hunt, 73 yards of 10 carries and 7.3 yards per carry. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. If I just don't know the stats by my head, so I look at the paper that's right here, as you can see. Stats are right here. Sorry if that seems kind of off. And Akeem Hunt played for the Texans and the Chiefs. So I'll repeat it again. He had 73 yards on 10 carries and for 7.3 yards per carry, which is, really good as well. This offense was just churning the whole time. In the first couple minutes of the first quarter, we didn't seem like we were going to be able to do anything, but the Atlanta Legends were taking the next step. But then something must have clicked with the coaches. The Orlando Apollos were just, putting the right plays in. The players were doing what they needed to be doing. And then the Atlanta Legends just took the step, just went back down. Don't know what happened. Maybe they lost momentum somehow. I don't know. That's kind of not that good to start off for the inaugural game. And then let's go to our wide receiver, Charles Johnson. 4 receptions, 6 targets for only 60 yards. That it might not seem like a lot, 60 yards, but if you were watching the game, you can tell that guy was working it, man. He was going off. Every time he made a reception, I was actually pretty excited because his receptions were pretty wild. They're not like some, passes, like little short passes. They're pretty big chunks passes. He was a former Minnesota Viking as well. I'll be naming what they were. Some of them were a lot of them played in the NFL already. I believe 3 Orlando Apollos were from the Jaguars. 5 were on the Atlanta Legends, including Denard Robinson. Trash. The tight end for the Orlando Apollos was Orndorff. He played for the Jaguars in the preseason against the Vikings. Well, just all preseason, but mainly you can tell he was playing when he played against the Vikings. Let's go to the defense. Woo-wee! That defense was fire. The one guy that stood out to me the most was Terrence Gavin. 2 interceptions, 2. And one was a pick 6. And let me give you a little fun fact here. The 1 pick 6 that he had was as many points as the Atlanta Legends scored all day. Also, trash. But that guy was all over the place, And there was also an ex-Jaguar player as well. He got a sack on the quarterback for the Atlanta Legends. I forgot that guy's name. But he got the sack, he got the celebration, and if some of you don't know, one of the most memorable celebrations from the Jaguars when the guy got the sack and he went like this, he took the selfie, and he did the same thing in this game. It was pretty wild. I was like, oh my god, I think I know that guy. And I looked it up and it is him. And it was pretty wild to see like all these ex-NFL players or soon maybe to become back onto the NFL, you don't know. And these college players are just coming out just to get their first chance to make it into the NFL. And all this league is pretty much about is to get tape and highlights for teams to look at them and say, oh, maybe we should sign them to our practice squad or just maybe the 53-man roster. Just to see what they can do. That's what this league is really all about. It's just to give them a second chance. And, America's all about second chances. Football's all about second chances. And football's also about, showing teams and team members what you can do. And not always, it's not like some one game where you had a bad game, so now you're just terrible all around. No, this is a league where you show off and you show everybody what you're made of, what you're actually made of, and maybe you get that chance in the NFL. That's what this league is really about, and I love that. And let's talk about a couple of the rules that's actually different that I love. Maybe some don't, but the no kickoffs is, it's alright, but I understand the reasoning for it. It's very more fast-paced games. It's not slow because nowadays it's only not that many kicks are even, taken. They're just mostly fair catched anyway. But it just for the more momentum to come in so you can show off the offense right away. The Sky Judge. The Sky Judge is pretty cool. The Sky Judge is the camera that's above. And they look at it real quick. That's all they have. And they get to see if there was a flag or there should have been a flag. They look at it and they say, oh, okay, so maybe we'll call that back and throw a flag in or take that flag back. Also really cool, like, little thing is when there's a reviewed play, like say a touchdown or a drop pass, and the coach challenges it. There's the what is the word? There's a camera on facing the official that's up in the boxes, playing out in front of him is probably the TV where he sees it, and you see the little machine, or probably down here there's a machine, and he goes through and he makes sure, and he goes, okay, well, the elbow's down, but he also has control of the ball, or maybe in a different case, the ball's hitting the ground before he has control of it, and it will be no catch, or be, say, like interceptions. They do all that. That's a pretty cool thing that I think the NFL should adopt, and I think that's pretty much it. The 2-point conversions. Oh, sorry. The 2-point conversions is a good idea. I just think that's just showing off more talent that the team can show in television and to scouts from the NFL. I think that shows more talent from the players instead of just kicking it, not showing off anything, just kicking the ball into the uprights. But that 2-point conversions, it's a pretty cool addition instead of kicking. I really do think the NFL should adopt that rule instead of kicking it. But, NFL is just the NFL. They're on their own league, man. I'm no hate towards NFL. I love the NFL, still rep my Jaguars. But, the things that AAF is doing right now, it's a couple things the NFL should adopt. But that's pretty much it. And if I didn't say the score already, the score was 40-6. And that's a big score. All the other games were, little bit scores. The Birmingham Iron destroyed the Memphis Express 26-0, I believe. And that was probably the second biggest game that happened. But yeah, that's my recap on the Orlando Apollos versus Atlanta Legends. Versus the Atlanta Legends. And also my opinion on the AAF and how it started off. This is Jax coming in for a video after a long time. See you guys and have a great day.